There's nothing worse than that sinking feeling you get when you attempt to torque down the bolts on your new TCT and the bolts just keep on spinning. This is a fairly common occurrence for a couple of reasons. Number one, the cylinder head is made out of aluminum, which is much softer than the steel TCT bolts. Two, aftermarket TCTs may not retract as far back as the OEM TCT, which contributes to installer errors where people force the TCT into place using the bolts. This is something I've encountered a few times, so today I'm going to show you how to repair your TCT threads. Like many repairs, this one is all about having the right tools, so I'll dive into that first. The first thing you're going to need is a thread repair kit. There are two popular options out there, helicoil and timesert. I've done this repair using both, and my recommendation would be to use timesert if you can afford it. Helicoil is the more affordable option, which involves installing a steel wire coil insert that resembles a spring. The downside of helicoil is that there is risk in the insert backing out after repeated bolt removal. Timesert, on the other hand, involves installing a solid steel bushing that mechanically locks itself when installed. It eliminates the risk of the thread repair backing out, but requires a little more work during installation. I'll have links to both kits down below in the comments. Given the limited space there is to work when the engine is installed in the car, you will need some other tools. In order to drill the old threads out, you will need a right angle drill. I've had luck with this Milwaukee M12 cordless right angle drill, but I'm sure most right angle drills will work. The other tool I found useful is this tap socket set, which allowed me to use a 3/8 inch ratchet with the thread repair taps and drivers. The last thing I recommend is some cutting fluid. The first thing you want to do is remove the VTEC solenoid. If you need help doing that, I'll have videos that will be linked down below. If you haven't already, remove the TCT. Again, if you need help doing that, I'll have videos linked down below. Once the TCT is removed, tape over the opening to ensure metal shavings don't enter the engine as a precaution. For this repair, I'll be using a timesert, and the first step in the timesert process is to measure the depth of the hole that you're working with. I used this metal pin that I had laying around, inserted it into the TCT bolt hole, and then marked the depth with a Sharpie marker. For blind holes like this one, the hole should be deep enough to accommodate the thread insert as well as an additional 6 mm. The next step is to drill out the damaged threads. Mark the drill bit with the depth of the hole, apply some cutting fluid to the drill bit, and then use the right angle drill to carefully drill out the damaged threads. The engine will be leaning over towards the passenger side, so you just want to make sure you're drilling straight into the hole. Take your time and work the drill bit in and out until it spins freely. After drilling out the damaged threads, you'll need to counterbore the hole to accommodate the flange on the solid steel bushing. Use the included counterbore tool to create a small recess at the beginning of the hole. The tool will indicate how deep the recess should be. In preparation of tapping some new threads, go ahead and clean out the hole if you haven't already. I found that using a Q-tip was just the right size for these holes. Take the included tap, insert it into the correct tap size socket, which in this case is a number 5, and install the socket onto a ratchet. Apply some cutting fluid to the tap and carefully cut new threads into the hole. Keep the ratchet perpendicular to the side of the cylinder head and apply pressure into the cylinder head. When you hit some resistance, back the tap out a quarter of a turn or half turn to clear out any chips. Tap the hole until you bottom it out. If you've done this right, you should be able to drive the tap in and out by hand. It's finally time to insert the timesert solid steel bushing. Mark the driver with the depth of the hole and apply some oil to the driver. Thread the steel bushing onto the driver until you've met some resistance, and then insert the driver into the correct tap socket, which in this case is a number 4.5. Thread the steel bushing into the newly tapped hole until the steel bushing reaches the flange. Continue to tighten the driver into and through the steel bushing. Towards the end of the steel bushing, you'll feel some resistance, which is the bushing locking itself into place. Tighten the driver until you bottom it out or reach the markings you made on the driver. Remove the driver and the timester installation is complete. At this point, you can reinstall the TCT. If you need help doing that, I'll have videos that will be linked down below. The last thing to do is to reinstall the VTEC solenoid. Again, if you need help doing that, I'll have videos that will be linked down below. Hopefully this video helps out some of you that may find yourself in a similar situation. If you're located in the Bay Area and looking to have some work done on your car, feel free to DM me on Instagram.